Hello Aquarius, I am Ulrich, I am a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your classic Lenormand card readings. We have no preset goal, we have no topic, we just follow the cards, but mostly if we do a reading, the topic very soon is to come out. So when the topic comes out, once it comes out, I just follow the topic. So Aquarius, here we go for your classic Lenormand card readings for the month of May. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Lenormand card, classic Lenormand card readings for the month of May. As your first card here, we see yourself. This is the person card. The man and the woman are here. One of both, of course, will apply on you. Mostly I draw one card, but since this is a general reading, I put the other card on top so it applies. If there are some differentiations between the female and the male approach, of course, I will make the distinction. So the central card that you have here, these are the two central cards here. This is the starting card and this is the central card. It's an important card here that we are seeing here. It's possible that there is some confusion in our life, that we need to focus on certain areas in our life. If it's not clear, the situation for you, how your life is going to evolve, we are asked here to focus on certain areas of your life. We literally need to cut through certain confusions in our life. Sometimes this is also about breathing. Maybe we need to breathe more. Maybe we need to be more in the open. Maybe the way we breathe is not good. Anyway, this is the card of that we need to figure out things here. There could be some complications. Maybe these complications are related to certain contracts that we are having. It could also be related to our relationship. There are some complications or some unclarities, or maybe things are not going in the relationship as we thought it would go. So it's important that we think about it here, what we are, where we are going. It will be important here to find a certain balance, a certain harmony, if we want to clear things out, because this is the card here, the ring, about harmony, about balance. This is what we are seeing here. But we could have a stormy phase at certain moments in our life that we are undergoing. Anyway, mostly the solution here for if there are cloudy things, if it's a little bit stormy, if things are not clear, mostly with this card, it's wise to be balanced, to be harmonious. Diplomacy will solve a lot of problems if we have the ring there. Then we go into the vertical lines. We start with the vertical lines. But we will first mirror the corners. Here we see that we mirror the person card with the crossroad. What does this tell us? Well, it's possible that a person has been parted out of our life and they are they were not there anymore. Maybe there was an argument because we have the whip here, or there were some arguments or some disagreements. And sometimes also this means after the disagreement, we make amends. It's possible here that we make amends after certain arguments. Here we see that maybe we have the woman there, or we ourselves, one of both parties. Mostly Aquarius is quite independent. And here we see that there was a time here of independence that we were on our own. This is what we are seeing here. But this person could return in our life. Maybe there were certain decisions to make in your life or in their life. And now this is returning. They're coming back, or they're arriving in your life. There could be some indecision, as we saw earlier here in the middle card, but these things will be worked out in the future. This is what we are going. But these points that this couple, they have their own opinions here. They have strong opinions that they are having here, and mostly they stick to these opinions. If you probably go in argument with each other, there are very strong arguments because we have the whip here, and there might be certain opinions that we have that we are not ready to deviate. Maybe this is what we've parted before, but now we will find a certain compromise, because here this is the card of compromising if we want this relationship to work. Maybe before it was all a little bit unstable. It's possible also that during this time, this break time that we have for each other, we were involved with somebody else. This is possible also. We had more as one partner, but we decide here maybe to go back in the relationship to make amends. This is what we are seeing here. Then we're gonna go in the bottom cards. We're gonna mirror the rider with the ring. What does this tell us? Well, it tells us that there is a kind of renewal here. This is the card of renewal, and since we have the sun in the middle, this is a positive to have. The sun is an all-over positive card. So if there were some troubles before, it means that these troubles will be worked out. The sun has a way of working things out. It's a positive card, especially here next to the ring. It will be very positive. It means that one of both parties will initiate here and want this relationship to work out and comes back together here. This is what we are seeing here. Something restarts, because the ring is also a card of returning animals. Something restarts or something begins here with the relationship here. This is what we are seeing here, but we will need to be diplomatic here, and if we are diplomatic, there will be progress in this relationship. Also, we will think a lot about this relationship, how to act, interact, react on each other here with each other. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible even that you are married, but you had a certain time of separation, or you had a relationship before. There was a period here that we needed to be free, a liberation here, and now we decide to come back together, or we were in a difficult situation before with a partner. We decide to go out because we felt maybe like captive. The situation was captive here, and we decide to go in a different relationship. We will act on a certain promises or a promise that we have made before. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We perceive this old relationship or this relationship as before in a different way. There are some changes in the relationship. If the relationship is not changed, a new relationship is about to become, or the connection is, the relationship is reconnected here. And not so much will change, but important details, especially related to balance here, will be important in this relationship. Then we go into the verticals. This is the time that we have now. This is now the current time here. These two cards, these represents, and this is the futures line. So here what we are seeing here is this represents a person. This could be you or the partner here, but most likely it's you. It means that money is coming to you, or money is not really the problem here in the relationship. If there were money problems, this means that you have your financial situation under control, or you're about to get it under control. You will put things in action, especially with the rider there. The rider is an assertive card for earning money. So if you had some difficulties there in that area, you will put things in action here. If you have difficulties, also it's possible that a partner or somebody you are close to, mostly a relationship, is willing to help you financially. This is what we are seeing here. Or you help each other in business, because the fish is related to business and to money. It's possible that you do business together, even that there were difficulties in the relationship. Maybe you still do business together, or you're about to do business with each other. This is what we are seeing here. This person or we have a very important influence on each other. We are very active here with each other for doing business here. This points to entrepreneurship here, freelancers, prosperity. This is what we are seeing here. But it's possible that in the previous areas we had some difficulties here, and we needed to reevaluate this relationship. But there is still some cherishing here in the relationship here. We as a couple, if there's a relationship, we will look together for profits. This is what each other. It's possible also that one of both already has sufficient money, or is already very involved in business. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. We make profits here with this person, or this person is able to make profits for us or helps us to make profits. We just need to be careful here that this person not actually profits from us. That is then a different area. Of course, it will not apply on everybody. Then we have the fish and the rider. If you are waiting on certain monies, these monies will come in, because the rider brings the money. He literally delivers the the money here. There is news from money. If you're waiting on money that needed to be deposited, this money is coming to you here with this combination, because these are also, it's possible with the clouds. It's unclear why the situation suddenly is improving. Maybe it has to do with the relationship, but it's like here, if we overthink here and we work the details out, suddenly the money is moving. This is what we are seeing here. And it could be that this whole situation has brought us a little bit of stress. We could feel this in our body here. It made us stress. Maybe we had digestions problems. This is what we are seeing here. We had problems with the bowel movement. We could literally have been fixated on our body also, and things were not moving in our body. This is what we are seeing here. Between the two persons here also with the fish is also about sexual attraction. So it means that the person or we are still attracted sexually to each other. This is what we are seeing here. If we are have a business, it's possible also that a new employee is coming into our business. This could be quite an assertive figure, a person who put things on the run here. He is very active. If we have an employee, he will be also very communicative. He will have very good insights in money if we are planning to interact with a new employee. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that your business is related somehow to delivering something, maybe delivering goods. This sometimes points to delivery. You could this is a very broad perspective here. What we are seeing here, this is like a delivery business. This could be one of the options, but it's not necessarily so. But this is the first thing that comes in mind here. Anyway, the money here is on its way if you have been waiting here. It's possible also that in some areas of your life, we feel a kind of pressure to be more generous. This is what we are seeing here. If we have work, it means also an increase of work. Maybe we are unable to do everything on our own. And that's maybe why the new employee is coming in here. Maybe it's too much, the work is piling up, we could not handle it alone, and we are deciding to hire somebody in our business. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. There are some necessary changes here that need to be made maybe on the business front here. What this with this combination, it's possible on the way you see things, you will change your point of view, what is valuable for you and what not. So you could have a different point of view compared to what you have before. Maybe things that were valuable for you before are no longer valuable for you. It doesn't mean they are worthless, but it's like you recategorize certain things in your life. Then we have the second vertical line here. We have the whip, the clouds and the sun here. What does this mean? Well, it could be that you have been confronted with certain frustrations, certain challenges here, that there were certain threats here. Maybe things were not that were not clear here. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe we were in a difficult situation and certain situations erupted. This is possible here, but the last line is very positive, so probably we will get it under control. But there could still be some dust that is settling because there was a quarrel before with a partner or in business here. This is what we are seeing here, and this whole thing could have made us a little bit confused, and maybe we reacted maybe in an aggressive way, or somebody acted towards us in a violent way. This is what we are seeing here. Or you covered this up and you didn't express this anger that you felt. This is possible also. So it's wise, if you still feel this anger, to work this out with yourself here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible if you reconnect that in the past, if there was another partner in your life, that the sexual relationship that you had was hidden, that you didn't bring it out here. This is what we are seeing here, because this is also another way, a very energetic relationship here with this combination. This points to a lot of action here, especially with the sun on the relationship front, on the sexual front. These are all very active cards in that area. If your relationship was stable, so it points that you might thinking of putting things, more action in the relationship on the sexual front. Maybe things are changing, you have a different point of view, you want to change the relationship, you make amends, you see it in a different point of view, you communicate about this with your partner, and the sex life could be more intensive. This is what we are seeing here, because this points to a lot of intensity here with this combination. If you are a sportive person and you are very into sports physically, here we see also there's a lot of energy. So here we see that we can put a lot of energy in sport. If we have certain think patterns, maybe we need to change certain think patterns. Aquarius, they mostly have very good ideas. They can have very futuristic ideas that nobody is ready for. And here we see the other side of this is this futurist idea. If you implemented them in the past, these thinking patterns could be out of date now. And it's time to re-implement new thoughts. We cannot stick to ideas that are no longer serving us. Also on the business front, if we are stuck in a certain pattern, it will not be prosperous for us if we keep holding on to the old ideas. We know the world has changed, and maybe if you have a business, if you have a work, you need to implement new ideas, change your way of thinking, because you might be stuck here in these old pattern, and refine your creative side here for getting out of a certain situation. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also because you are forced to make changes, it makes you angry. You don't want to make them changes, but with the sun here, it's wise to do. It will bring you in a positive path. It's best here that if we are in a fixed situation, in a paralyzed situation, that we get out of there. We cannot stay here, especially in business. Sometimes we need to adjust to the current times here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the clouds and the sun here on itself. The tensions that you had before, the sun is a positive card, they will go away. So you will find the balance here, and clarity will come here. This is what we are seeing here. We move forward in a positive way. If we were stuck, we will be able to solve. If we change our vision here, this is what we are seeing here. Also, we will be thankful that we changed our points of view, because we will come in a very positive situation, because the sun is a very positive card. But you will need to make adjustments here, and you will get a clear vision on exactly where you are stuck here, and you will come more in success in your business here. But it could have been a difficult time before. Many people here experienced a lot of business problems in the past due to situations around us, mostly related to these viruses that were around us, or they were not around us. It's all debatable here. Anyway, there was a difficult situation here that we were in, and it's possible now that we are moving on here with this combination of cards. So we get more clarity here if things were clouded before, and problems that we had before related to delays or things that were not possible in the past are possible again here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also, if you see that things are starting to move, you will take short break. Maybe a few days here. If things are getting back on their feet and you have been very stressed before, it's possible that you suddenly decide to take a few days off because the situation might have been very stressful before. Then we come in the last line here. We have the crossroads, the child and the ring. Here we see that for the future, we will go in a total new direction. This could be a new field that you're exploiting for business or for work. Also, this points to ambition, new ambitions that are coming here. We are moving in the right direction. This is what we are seeing here. This situation where you were in before could have been fruitless, or you could not move. And now we see that we get on the move again. There could be contracts coming to us, arrangements if we are looking, or we have been looking for a job and we want a job here. This is coming to us. Things will get in a positive way here. They will evolve in a positive way. There will come opportunities if you have a business, or even if you are an employed person. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we are evolving here in our situation. If we have children, suddenly maybe we have not been so focused on our children for some reason. Suddenly we notice also that our children are growing up. You look at them in a different way and you think, oh my God, they are getting really big now. They're getting responsibility here. Also, this is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, it's possible that if our child or our children are older, they are confronted with certain educational choices or choices in life. Maybe they go in the next stage of their life, and that is also has an effect on you. And you think, yeah, they are now adult and they need to make these choices. This is what we are seeing here. Or they go in the next stage of phase before they were small children, and you experience that they go they become more mature. This is what we are seeing here. They can go in the teenage stages. There are, it depends on the age of your children, but there are some changes here about that you are noticing here. Also, maybe you are asked to help your children. Maybe they have difficulties for making choices here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible some alternatives need to be worked out. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there will be decisions concerning our children that they make or that we need to able to make for them or help them to make these decisions. It's possible that they are a little bit immature for these decisions, and that you, in a way, you need to help here with this combination. Also, it will bring more freedom to you and also to them. This is what we are seeing here, these choices that we are seeing here, but they could be a little bit immature here with this combination. Then we have the child and the ring here on itself. Here we see that in business or in relationship here, we renew the commitments that we have before. If we go in a total new relationship, this points to a relationship that is in the beginning. If you have a business, this is new contracts are coming in. If you have been waiting on new contracts, here we see that the contracts coming in. If we changed a field of work, or there's a different angle to our business, or we re-evaluated or we reorganized our business, this points that we are a little bit unfamiliar in the new territory that we are going. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, there's positive changes here in business here. New things are coming to us. We adapt to the situation, to the certain situations here, maybe because the world has changed, and you adjust your business in this new post area that we are after the viruses here. This is what we are seeing here. The contracts that we are making could be quite simple. There is no complications in the contract because the child is a little bit simple. It's simple. So it means that the contracts that you're making are simple, easy to access, easy to understand for you, for your customers. This is what we are seeing here. It doesn't mean if we ourselves that we need to be naive for making contracts. We need to, of course, read the fine print very well, because if we are unexperienced and we make contracts, we need to see that we very well read the contracts. If you have no knowledge of contracts, or you don't know how to handle contracts, also this combination in the other side, because there are two sides on the cards, here it tells you that you need to let you help. You need to let you help because maybe you're inexperienced in the contract. This points to small print that we need to read. So if you are inexperienced, keep that in mind, especially if you make new contracts, new fields of work, because we could be a little bit weak here in the area, and we always need to protect ourselves or think wisely about certain contracts, especially with the clouds in the middle. We need to be aware what we are doing here. We need to be very aware if we sign a contract, it has consequences. This is what we are seeing here, because we could be honest, we could be inexperienced in the area. Also, these contracts that we are making, we will be honest about them, but be careful that you are not too open, because this points that we are very open in the contracts. So just see that these are not negative cards, but what we always need to do in business is be careful. So here, don't be too open about the business, but because you will be here. This is what we are seeing here. So be careful what you reveal and how much you reveal to your customers. Be careful that with your competitors, they are not intertwined with that. So we need to be careful here. Then we're gonna go in the horizontal lines here now. So we arrive back here at your person, and here this card is a card that is very good. This is a very good combination if we need to negotiate. Meaning, if you are into new contracts, you will have a very strong feeling for negotiating, because this is the negotiating card. So this is a very good combination, and these negotiations could bring you in a total different card. But I remember what I said about the contracts earlier. So it's also possible that we let somebody accompany us for going in a different direction of our life. Maybe this is a lawyer, somebody who is smart with words here, but we ourselves also could be quite short with our communication. We could see things and say things very directly. Like we could really talk like a lawyer. This is how it is, and this is the idea, and I'm not going to change my idea. You could be quite strict in your communication. This is what we are seeing here. Some people could find or could experience, maybe somebody you will negotiate, that you are a very hard negotiator. This is what we are seeing here. There could even, in certain areas, there could be a certain conflict. But as I said, you can work this out because you have the ring here. But of course, if we need to make contracts, we need to negotiate. We cannot let run over us here. But if you negotiate well and in a balanced way, this will bring a total new direction in your life. This is what we are seeing here. But we could quite have, with the opposition or the person that we are making the contract with, we could have a quite intensive conversation. There could be a real debate here going on that we are seeing here. At some areas, at some point, you could really feel, oh la la, this is going here very assertive or aggressive here. This is what we are seeing here. So you need to keep it in a diplomatic way because we have the ring here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you are confronted with certain criticisms. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Maybe we are judged, or we are the ones who implement the judgment. During these negotiations, it's possible that you give a certain judgment. This is what we are seeing here. This is also a very good combination for seeing it in another way, as somebody like a lawyer or a prosecutor. This is what we are seeing here. You will have very good judgment here, but of course, the other party, of course, they will also communicate with you, but this points to very strong negotiations that we are having here for getting a certain contract in our life. Sometimes in relationship also, this could be, as I said earlier, could bring a change in the relationship. Then we have the whip and the crossroads here. The whip and the crossroads here, it could point that, as I said here, that there was a separation for a certain way, that you have been parting ways. This is possible here. We need to be careful also with this combination. That's why you're probably thinking here not to make the wrong choices. So be careful, think wisely about your decision, what you negotiate, because sometimes it will not apply on everybody, but the card just tell us this is a possibility. We need to be careful here that we don't make the wrong decisions. This is what we are seeing here. If we have made wrong decisions before, here it points that we need to make amends. This is then the other side. Maybe there is a certain regret. Sometimes this is regret. Also, if we have made certain decisions, it's possible, but we have a regret, but we cannot continue with this regret. We need to reorganize the business or reorganize the relationship. This is possible here. It's possible if you negotiate about certain businesses, there is a temporary separation, because maybe the first 2 times, 3 times you come together, you don't agree. And you come back with each other because you have the ring here and the ring returns. So it's possible if these are negotiations, there are several contacts here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that we need to make with these decisions about business or relationship, that some of these choices are contradictory, but maybe we are obligated to take them. There is no choice. And as I said here, this is repetitive things. Things are coming back and we keep negotiating. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But there's a lot of potential here in this relationship here. If the other party that we are negotiating here also has a strong will, there could be a clash of wills here. So we need to be diplomatic. If you have made choices before, it's possible that you beat yourself up about choices here, that you have regret here with this combination of cards, but we need to move on here, and there are positive cards here for new beginnings here. This is what we are seeing here. If there are certain choices that we are making, or we make a decision, it's possible also that some people quarrel to us about decision that we have been made. So let's assume you make a decision, and the contract is fixed, you agreed, and it's possible that somebody starts to argue about the decision that you have been making. This is possible. Maybe they don't see it the same way as you. This could be a partner. This could be a business associate. They don't see it the same way as you. This is what we are seeing here. And it's possible that we choose another direction for this way. Also, it points that we cannot be indecisive. So we have double things here. If you will not decide, you will be criticized for not deciding. And if you decide, some people might not agree with you. So it has two sides. The cards have always two sides. Then we have the fish, the clouds, and the child. The fish and the clouds here, there could be, in the past here, you could have some worries about money, as we saw earlier here, but this is clearing up now. Something new is beginning here. And we are nervous. We are nervous about this new start, anxious here. This is what we are seeing here. We could have the feeling that something is still looming over us, but mostly it's not like that. We are going in a positive way here, but it's possible before what was happening. Our company was struggling, our business was struggling, our work was not was before. We didn't have so much work, we had temporary work, and here we see that there are changes in that. This is what we are seeing here with this kind of complication. There could be a lot of complications before here that are resolved now. You could come in a positive period of your life. This is what we are seeing here. If we make certain decisions, what is also important with this combination is that we need to see that we have all the facts. So before you sign something, see that you have all the facts, all the ingredients, because here, as I said, there is innocence here. So see, you are sure. If you don't know, let help you from a lawyer, from a person who has experience. It's very important here that we don't do things in our own idea. We can have our own ideas. We can go our own way, but it doesn't mean that we have all the ingredients for making it work. So don't work on your own. Let yourself accompany. That is what Aquarius is. They surround themselves with people don't know. It doesn't mean that the original idea need to be deviated of, but maybe you need to surround you with people who think the same way as you, so you can lead this in the right direction, that you make the right choices. It's very important here that we do so. So we can see things clear. Then we have the clouds and the child. Here we see again, there's inexperienced. What we also cannot do with this combination is displaying immature behavior. If you have a certain idea and the idea is outdated, we need to move on. We cannot hold on. What is past here. We need to move on. It's very important here with this combination. Also, again, here we need to see that we have all ingredients, that we don't premature start something. We need to have experience. If we don't have the experience, the idea can be great, but maybe the experience is lacking. So let's surround you with people who can help you in the right way, because else you could be confronted with certain challenges here, because you need to understand the whole process, where you are going, about the choices that you have been making in a correct way. This is what we are seeing here. We need to understand before we start. Also on the work front, it's the same. If you are an employee, the same might apply on you. You might not understand everything, and maybe a colleague need to help you. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes this points also that we are worried about the children in the way they change. It brings, we mentioned that earlier also with this combination of cards. It's possible also, if you have certain difficulties in your business, that you did not share that with your children. But we always need to be aware, children are very observative and they always know that something is going on. But it's possible that you kept it for yourself, but the times are going here in a better way here. This is what we are seeing. This is a little bit like hide and seek here. We hide certain things here with this card, with this combination of cards. And then we go in the third horizontal line. We have the rider, the sun, and the and the ring here. This is a very positive combination. You will feel what you like to feel, but this is a very important word for Aquarius. You will feel a lot of freedom and optimism, and freedom is very important here if you go into this new direction. Also, you will feel engaged. This is what we are seeing here. This could be in a relationship or in a contract that you have been made. You move forward in life projects in general. If you had certain limitations, these limitations will be relieved or released. This is what we are seeing here. And here with this combination, we are free to pursue what our heart desires. This is what we are seeing here. We feel also very energetic here. We have the feeling that we are on the road to success here. It's like we feel empowered, because before maybe we were stuck, but now we will feel empowered here with this combination. Maybe before it was not possible. It's like we were obtrused by something here, or there was an obtrusiveness here for the happiness, but now we see this is moving on here. There could be a joyful and easy approach here that you are having here. It's possible also that you engaged in more fun activities, because the sun is that we like to have fun. As I said here, there could be some fun activities here during travel here. You will be more confident compared to before. The confident will be more visible on your person. This is what we are seeing here. On the way, on the sexual front here, this is also a very good combination, and also there could be some enjoyment, entertainment about that. If our business is evolving, some things, sexual things could be back in our life, because we feel more active in general in life, we are more happy, so it causes us also to interact with partners here. Also, if we don't have a partner, it will be more easy to reach a partner, or the partners are coming to us because we are going in a different area. There's a confidence here, and there's an attraction here that we are seeing here. We expressing this, and people see this on us. There's a kind of electricity, magnetism here about us here, and this points to interaction on the front of relationship, on the front of sexuality. This is what we are seeing here. This is a fertile card, a very fertile card here, whatever that may mean for you. This is a very fertile card in all ways that you perceive it. Of course, if you don't want children, also it tells us we need to be careful here. Anyway, there's a very strong focus here to put our energy there in the out. We want to be in the spotlight. We want to be recognized. This period might have been difficult for you, and you want to be in the spotlight also now. You want to be recognized. This is what we are seeing here. You will honor the contract, but also you want others to acknowledge you also for your work. This could be a very good combination here. What we are seeing here, we see things in a very clear way. Then we have the sun and the ring. This points, if your relationship before was in problems, or you didn't have a relationship here, this points to a very happy relationship. If you are not married, this even points to possible marriages, possible relationships, next steps in the relationship, commitments, engagements. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we are fulfilled. Before we were not fulfilled, but now there's fulfillment in the job, and we want to commit. We want that this relationship bears fruits. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that we are very giving. We give love, and also it's possible that we are sharing, that we share certain things here. Maybe we give to charity. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We could be very sharing with our loved ones, especially in the relationship. Suddenly we give more. Maybe this is more love, maybe this is more gifts, maybe you are ready now, or maybe you are able to give more. Maybe if this was a difficult period before, you could not give because it was not financially possible. And here we see that we give more to our loved ones. But the relationship here that we are seeing here is very happy. There could be a renewal of the marriage here, that if our relationship was difficult before, it's like we renew it and we are happy again here. The connection will be more joyful. There will be more sharing. There will be more unity. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Certain promises that we have made before here, we will keep to this combination. If you don't have a relationship yet and you are about to enter it, the combination here of these cards tells us it is an obvious choice. It's you don't need to look for it, and for you it's the obvious logical choice. This is what we are seeing here. There's nothing much secretly here about it. It's obvious that you need to make this connection, this contract, this relationship. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, it's possible with this combination that people tell you that you are charismatic. This is what we are seeing. There's a certain charisma if you are an entrepreneur. It's possible that your customers say, oh my God, you're very charismatic here in your business. And if you are an employee, also your boss could say you have a very good influence on the customers. They like you, you're very charismatic. So this is what we see here also with this combination of cards. Then we're going to see if we can add something with the cross here. I just see if I can add something more because I think most things we already covered here. The challenges we already saw here, the confusion we saw here, your thinking, we already saw this here. And we have the ring, and it could bring unclarity in the relationship. We also mentioned this here before. In the first part, there will be some unclarity here with this relationship. A short breakup on confusion, but this is the start. As I said here, later on it evolves in a positive way, and then we go in the other cross here, the crossroads and the clouds here. So as I said, be careful not to make the wrong choices. Let yourself be surrounded by people what they know what they are doing here, because else if you don't make the right choices, or you are not surrounded by the right people, or you don't have all the information, there could be temporary complications because you didn't cover all the bases. This is what we are seeing here. Be careful for that here. This is a warning from the cards. It's not yet fixed. The cards are not fixed, but this is a help that you are getting here. So surround yourself here with people who know what they're doing, so you're on the right path. It's important here that we make the right choices for getting on the right path. And if you deliberate long enough, if you think about it long enough, if you're surrounded by the right people, you will make the right choices. If you don't think about it and you don't have the right people around us, this could point to wrong choices. So be careful here, be aware of that here with this combination. What is also possible with this line is that you are unable for a certain period in the beginning for making certain choices. You want to make them, but you cannot. This is also possible with this combination, but this is just a temporary situation. It's the fork in the road, and you cannot decide, but it's temporary. This is what we are seeing. This is in the beginning. We already saw this here with this combination of cards. It could be difficult here also to make choices, but you will need to make them. You will need to make them anyway. And then we have the clouds and the rider. Can I add something here? This you will break out of your current situation. You will, if the situation is stuck at a certain moment, you will be tired of it. For business or for a relationship, you will make choices. You will suddenly take action here because you will be tired of the confusion. You want to be cleared out, especially with the sun here. If things are unclear at a certain point, you will say, this is enough. I need to make choices here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also, if we are about to make certain choices, that we don't share everything with others. There could be something going on in the background. This is what we are seeing here. And we could be a little bit confused because we are forced to make these changes here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. So Aquarius, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. And of course, this is a very positive reading if you manage everything in the right direction. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye for now.